accountant because I was literally explaining to him, and he couldn't even lie to me. He literally just came clean. He was like, yeah. He was like, it is put in a sub account, and there's an interest charge on it. I said, so you didn't give me the actual credits up front, but you want me to pay you back with interest. I'm like, where's the consideration that you give me that I have to send? He's like, yeah, when you finish paying it back, then we'll give it back to you. I was like, do I look like an idiot to you? You didn't give me anything, but I got to pay you back for you to pay me back what I paid you?
Exactly. Man, oh my God. I
So that,
love this.
bro, he literally said that I'm gonna use the collateral to offset the obligation, and I'm not kidding. I can show you my credit report right now. On there, it literally said paid as agreed, and I didn't pay one dime out of my pocket. All I did was I requested the documents from the loan and everything, and I read through it, and I called up the manager, and I put him on a recording. I said, it is your obligation to act in honor.
Yep.
But this is what's going on, is because, like I told you, bro, they don't bank on us going to read. But also, I get it, because in that last paragraph that I read to you,
yeah,
it said we give them £4. It said we
exactly.
revocably give it to them.
Yeah.
So
everybody shooting themselves in the foot. You know.
So, bro, I just told myself, I was like, here's what you can do. I was like, you can either offset this, or I can revoke your power of attorney, revoke your security interest, and then everything that you're trading in my name, I can collect the principal and all interest that you made. Oh, bro, he was shocked. He was like, you know what? I'll just use the credit to set up the obligation. I said, yeah, and then send me the interest from the proceed that you transferred, because you're still trading the security on the back end, but I need the face value of whatever you transfer because it's still mine. Equity sees the beneficiary as the rightful owner. It was my security that you exchanged for the face value. You didn't create it. I did. Because if you look at the bottom, your signature is not on it. It's mine. So I want to show you that, just to tell you, like, I've been studying the back too. I want to show you that just to see.
Y'all can take exactly what he just said, and you can apply it to everything. You can apply this. You read your contracts, and y'all can apply this. Y'all, man, I hope you guys are really, like, okay. If I'm being honest, if I was to place a value on this on this live, this is easily a $10,000 master course. Like,
Bro,
what people in this industry charge for, like, certain type of information on everything I love, they would like to present the subject matters to you in the way that they have been presented to you in this live. For other people to just do this, yo, you're not gonna have the bread to get them to do it for you.
And you notice everything I'm saying, I'm showing you proof.
Receipt, exactly. And then on top of that, it ain't gonna sound as clean as this. Even if they did charge you $10,000, you still wouldn't get this live out of their $10,000. You pay them $10,000 and you still get shitted.
Bro, I'm about to show you right now. Like, when I press the seat, bro, when I press the CEO, bro, yo, he was, old boy was shaking. Old boy was shaking. I'm about to show you right now. Like, Austin Capital, bro, it literally said paid in full. Look at this. I think I showed it to you earlier. Look at this. What does it say here, bro? Austin Capital Bank, right?
Yeah.
Look at this on here. What is that? Austin Capital Bank, right? What does that say right here? Paid.
Close.
Never late. Ooh. I didn't come out of my pocket a dime. So
boy, that's that fire.
The account was, I didn't come out of my pocket, my hard-earned for the reason. I literally told him to use my credit. I said, I didn't authorize you to keep my securities. And the fact, bro, I started to hit him with truth in lending regulations. And the fact that I wasn't giving clear and conspicuous disclosure, now we got a problem here.
Yeah, I'm gonna repost it.
I was like, now we got a problem here. So should I start adding on, like, federal crimes about you know, conspiring against me and securities fraud because so if I didn't have the ability and the capacity to read my contract and understand what's going on, you guys would have just duped me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh my God, I love it. Yo,
Bro,
man, y'all really, God favorite everyone that's been watching today. Y'all been favorite. Cause I'm telling y'all, if y'all got problems after this live, it's because something wrong with you.
bro, 30 grand, bro. 30 grand paid and closed in full. And boost my credit line boosted up. Next day I was able to go back and get cards and credit. I'm telling you, bro, like we have to understand what's going on, and like you say, it's about expression. You have to be able to do the work, put in the work, study, and get the understanding. Because all I did was ask questions.
That's it.
And if you're gonna lie to me, why I understand financial terms and accounting, then you're just about to perjure yourself. Because because everything is on record. Because what I'm about to do, I'm about to bring you in court and just subpoena you. Exactly.
Dictionary for accounting.
Exactly. And I'm just about to subpoena you. And if you're gonna lie on a penalty of perjury, somebody's going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to jail.
Oh yeah, bro. Listen here. Listen. Somebody going to jail. Somebody going to jail.
Yeah,
Because I'm telling you right now, when you're not afraid to speak up and you're not afraid to hold everyone accountable, like okay, when we get on the phone, it's not your 3-letter agency that I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. I'm saying, oh hey, wait, hey, Robert, do you hear me now, buddy? You hear me? Okay. Let's cut to the chase. Let me tell you what's about to happen. So I just want to make sure so I can know like what kind of route, what route you trying to take. Now you do you want to get caught up in this, or do you want to handle this amicably? You let me know.
Right.
So, and then we'll go from there.
Yep.
And when you start speaking with that authority and that clarity, and then and you know that you know what you're talking about, you're going to get the response that you're supposed to get.
Oh yeah. And you're right. They can tell when you know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment I started asking him a question and speaking, like at first he wanted to try to play games. He was like, "Oh yeah, you know, we did it." And I said, "Well, the transaction was between me and Credit Strong. Where did Austin Capital come from? And why was there an assignment done without?" And then I said, "I wasn't giving clear and conspicuous disclosure." He was like, "Yeah, it was." I was like, "Was that disclosure given before or was after?" So you gotta be smart because the disclosure was not revealed to me until after the agreement was signed.
Mm-hmm.
Because due to the Electronic Transfer Act, the moment you fill out a document electronically, it's automatically rerouted.
Mm-hmm.
It happened instantly. So that collateral is already signed. So it's already en route.
Mm.
So there's no way they can provide you the disclosure before. It has to be done after, because you can only see the agreement and the promissory note after you sign the documents.
Mm.
This is why they want to do everything digital, because if we did this before this is filled out on paper, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna need that credit up front, bro. I don't need you to put it in an account. I need it up front.
Yeah.
So this is why we go digital, but you still got to be able to catch it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're banking on the fact that you're not known. Because the first thing I read in there, like I told you, it said it shall be, the collateral security for payment of all existing claims. So what is existing? Meaning what's available today.
What? Existing in future. So
And what's supposed to
everything.
come next week, next month.
Mm-hmm. A year from now. 2
So
years from now.
unless somebody is lying to me, but this is very clear.
Exactly.
Existing and future claims. So that means next month you shouldn't be sending me a bill, because the collateral assignment was supposed to be used for payment of all debt. So why are you sending me a monthly bill?
Man, I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's something that, like I said, I appreciate it. I appreciate, bro. Like I said, I appreciate what you're doing, and I want to share with you. So you also know, like I've been out here studying the
Boy,
fact,
no, listen.
and
Been out here studying, been out here mastering.
yeah, bro,
Nah, you
because
you are a master at your craft. I'm telling
bro,
you right now, you are a master at your craft. Yeah, listen, guys, let me tell you something right now. I'll tell you, I've been doing law for 10 years. He is a master at what he know. I'm talking about damn near as high as you can get because you can't articulate it better. There is not a better way to articulate what he has articulated dealing with this subject matter. I'm telling you that right now. So y'all better take this for face value. You better take this and y'all better run with it.
And they better go look up all their contracts.
Exactly. Go read for the verbiage. Go look. And so if you didn't know, at least you can piggyback off of the way that he just laid this foundation down for you. And now that if you didn't know what the assignment is, now you know what the assignment is. Now you know how to comprehend and how to dissect the collateral and assignment. And so it's like I'm telling you guys, if you take this, it's golden. It's like y'all got a free masterclass. Thank
And
God.
if they want to play you guys, just file a claim in any court, submit the promissory note and the collateral assignment as exhibit, and within your demand for a writ of discovery, and ask the judge to demand it produce the collateral account for whatever, because it said for valuable consideration received. So, Your Honor, I demand that the alleged creditor produce the collateral account with the credits in it, because if there's valuable consideration received, then I didn't see it. So what are we doing? Are we doing money laundering?
Yeah.
And I can bet on my mom's grave they don't want that record in open courts.
Oh no, man.
Because you know how many people are going to expose, bro. They'll be trying to say, bro. That's why when I talked to him, it was so quick. He literally told, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna use the creditor to set up the account. And my wife was sitting there and she just looked at me. Her face just lit up. She was like,
you know what you're talking about?
Because bro, like the way he said it, right, bro. This was $30,000.
Hey,
and
you made her a proud woman. She was like, "That's my man."
He was just like, yeah, I can use the credits in the account to set it up. And in my mind, I'm sitting here, I'm like, Dom, how many people know that they're doing this shit?
No, bro, mostly nobody.
I'm like,
one really reading.
I'm like, this dude was about to give me to pay him $30,000 plus 7% interest, about $45,000. He was about to give me to pay him $45,000 of Federal Reserve notes for my energy, when there's already credits for me and they didn't use it to offset. I'm sitting, bro. It sent a chill through my spine. I'm like, how many people have not read their contract to understand? And then I went to that section at the bottom where you talk about giving them irrevocable power of attorney, and that's what stood up to me, and the light just blew up in my mind. I'm like, yo, we did give them power of attorney. That's why they keep that shit. So all you got to do is you can revoke it, record it on the record. Like I said, again, just bring in your documents, and then put in a writ of discovery. Tell the judge and the clerk to compel them to bring the records, because if is there a valuable consideration received, Your Honor, where's the valuable consideration?
That part.
Because
don't worry, guys. I'm going to be reposting this live on and I'm going to be tagging him.
Where's the valuable consideration? Because not only that, it literally says the account. If you read the promissory note, the account is an interest-bearing account. So not only are they making you pay back with interest, but they're also monetizing and securitizing your account on the back end. So this is why as soon as he knew what I was talking about, he was like, yeah, I don't want this guy to say so much more. Let me just get him quiet. So I'll just go ahead and set off the account. And you saying I show it to you in the credit report. It said paid in full.
Yeah.
So it blew my mind. I was like, and I hit him with on the reverse. I filed a 1099-A on the account. I filed a 1099 OID. I filed a UCC, and I listed myself as the security holder and the equitable owner, and I listed all the interests, and I sent it to him. I was like, listen, the only way I'm going to release this lane, you got to pay me the exact face value of the amount. And I sent in my claim, and they're like, yeah, we received your claim. Give us some time, and we're gonna respond. Like, bro, they got the time to respond. If they don't respond, I'm gonna lien all of them.
Ooh, but that's that boss.
So
That's that boss move.
it's just how we move, because and I wanted to share this because, like I said, it took me time to get here, bro, and
Oh,
to
did it? I could tell, man. What you talking about? Do not come overnight.
Yeah.
It's like it come with, like, man, consistency and dedication. And it's like,
bro.
you had to read, man, and then you had to have you had to really want this.
Yep.
And you made sacrifice, like the sacrifice that you made to be able to speak in this manner, to convey this to the people, so that y'all guys can digest this.
Yep.
You have to give him his flowers, and y'all gotta be appreciative, man. Y'all listen, y'all the contender. Hey, man, I'm gonna tag him, and y'all gonna follow him. I'm gonna
That's
tag
what I'm
him.
saying, bro. It's a blessing, because, like I said, people like you, and there's so many other people in this space too that doing the work. Like I said, we, at a certain point, we've all came to a place where, because I could tell, like, our spirit wasn't ease for what was going on, and we knew there was something more beyond what we were being told.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, some of us knew, like, we had to figure it out, and we had to, like, come to a conclusion to see, like, what's really being done. And all these sounded like, oh yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. But I'm like, oh no, like, every word that I just told you, bro, I literally went and looked them up in accounting terms. Like, when it literally said that the unassigned, well, who's the unassigned? I can pull all the way down at the bottom of this contract and show you who the unassigned is. The unassigned is me. I'm the only one on the contract. So if I provided a value, equity sees the beneficiary as the owner.
Mm-hmm.
If I provide you equity, you should provide me equal consideration. The Fifth Amendment. No personal property shall be taken without just compensation. What was the just compensation? The face value of the collateral. What did you do with it? You put it in a sub account, and you didn't tell me about it.
Ooh, that's sexy.
That's not transparency. Do you want me to bring that up in court and expose you for it? Because I'll be sure. Do you want me to let the IRS know what's going on also? Because I can tell them. Because I'm sure you're reporting to them that you loan me the money, but did you tell them about this sub account that you have with the interest on it? Because I have the account number, I can report it to the IRS right now. So the thing about it, like, when I was speaking accounting to him, he knew what I was talking about. So he was shocked. Because I'm like, bro, you didn't even report this account to the IRS. This is a sub account. And he paused.
Oh man.
So he paused, and then after that, I was like, so where's my collateral? He's like, it's in a sub account. I was like, all right, I'm instructing you to use the proceeds from my collateral that I gave you to offset the obligation. So he didn't argue, he didn't rebut. He's like, all right, we'll make it happen. And I was sending an email confirmation, bro. Within 24 hours, it was done. So tell me, if they had already given me something of value, why would he get it done so fast?
Yeah, hey, because you knew your stuff. You knew your stuff.
Because the first thing I was about to do, I was about to contact the Attorney General in his state. I was about to contact the Security Exchange Commission. Bro, I be telling you, I go to the bosses when I deal with this. Like, I come to you in honor, and if you don't do what you're supposed to do, now I go to the bosses. Now let's get the regulators involved, and let's see what they're gonna do about your practice with the people that you're supposed to be serving. Because there are public financial institutions, they have certain contracts with the government to deal in integrity. So if you're out here trying to give me a perceived notion that you're giving me something, but really what you're doing is running game on me, I just read you what it said in Deuteronomy, right? He who
Yep.
does what he's supposed to do to you, you should do to him.
Yep.
Equity, bro.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. This is
It's
beautiful.
equity. So,
This is
you know,
beautiful.
like I said, it's a blessing, man. Like, and I'm learning a lot from you too. So, like I said, just keep doing what you're
Hey,
doing, bro. And like I said, I just wanted to share that because I was also inspired by, you know, the things you're doing
man,
and just not letting up. But
that
you know, I tell
that's
people just because I'm not present and making noise, man. I'm here putting
oh,
pins to neck.
that's music to my ears. Everything you just said is music to my ears.
I,
It's iron sharper iron.
yeah.
Like it's like everything because you everything you were just saying. It reminded me back when I was in class with Gene Keating. I don't know if
Yeah.
you know Gene Keating,
Yeah. I heard about him.
but yeah. So he was my personal mentor. And so
So,
the one thing that he did and that we all had to do, his class was about reading. I'm talking about you reading the note, we're reading the 424B5 prospectus, we're reading the service, pooling the service agreement. We're just fucking reading, doing this boring shit. It was
yep.
boring as fuck, guys.
Yep.
And it's like, but the thing is, like, you have to do that. That's the part that you have to do. And it's like you know you going down through everything. It gave me that nostalgia.
Yeah, it does.
And,
Yeah, it does.
and I'm just like and it's like and now it's going to make me it's like some of the people, especially some of the people that I'm helping.
Yep.
It's going to make me read through that because it's like I'm going to read through some of their stuff more.
Bro,
It's like,
you got
just to, because I'm gonna, cause see, I want to tender because I want to. It's like it's like I'm doing a bait. It's like I was like, oh yeah, take this.
yep.
See, I have a. That's the reason why I'm tendering because I want to. Ooh, I'm about to rub pull their ass.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you,
But I want to also go through that contract and I tender, and then I want to go. Oh, I want to go to the sub accounts. Oh, I love it.
and it's I'm telling you,
Oh, this is
once
gonna
you
be so
catch it,
fun.
once you once you catch it, your mind is gonna be blown. Cause bro, as soon as I caught it, I was sitting there, bro, like it immediately hit me, and I'm like, how many of our brothers and sisters have not came across this, like, or probably have came across it, but
Didn't understand it.
didn't have the conscious awareness to connect the dot
Mm-hmm.
and catch it. Because the first thing I did was that I went to read their indenture agreement and their 10K form, and at the bottom of it, right, every CFO or president that signed the document, there's a declaration there's a declaration on the bottom. It said that the financial records had been reviewed and it's in evidence. So in my mind, I'm like, I know that wasn't review, because you can't review this and then you're out here not giving full transparency.
Mm-hmm.
See, so, because it's a contradiction. Because you didn't inform me that there was a transaction occurring when you was transferring my collateral. You also did not inform me that there was full valuable consideration received for the collateral. And you also did not inform me that you were putting that collateral into a sub account with interest being charged on it. So the truth in lending said that you had to be given full and conspicuous disclosure. So none of that was conspicuously disclosed to me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I go ahead and pull up the declaration from the CFO or the president that's signed at the bottom, and then bring that declaration as an exhibit and tell the judge, Your Honor, yeah, they say, like, all of this was reviewed to be true and all information was given. Well, this is contradictory than what is being shown here, because now I'm demanding to see the sub account.
Mm. Man, that sub account, guys. That's what's gonna win the sub accounts. Y'all gotta remember that key word, and remember that key word.
And it even tell you, it said that there's a deposit account. So they had a sub account that they deposited your proceeds from selling your promissory note. The thing is, they just didn't tell you. So what they did was they kept the credits, and then they debited their books entry, the liability side, they just enter numbers in there and gave you credits on the liability side, but they kept your true value. And then told you, hey, yeah, you're gonna have to pay me back Federal Reserve notes plus 7% interest. So you're gonna have to pay me 45 grand, and then we can fully release your credit to you. I'm sitting there scratching my head like, yeah, the math ain't mathing, bro. Like it ain't mathing. But this is what goes on every day on a daily basis. And I wanted to show you that credit report so you can see the name and like I wasn't just capping.
Oh, bro. I'm glad. Listen, I already know you wasn't. See, first of all, I already know you wasn't capping, but I'm glad that everybody on this live got to see this because so that y'all know that the people that's in my circle, is people that you want in your circle. Put it that way. Hey, everybody that's in my circle, trust me. A lot of people in my circle, some y'all probably would never see because a lot of people in my circle don't want to be seen, and they stay like exclusively in the private. Like it's like I'm probably the only one that have access to some of the people that's in my circle. Like it's some people in my circle that I'm the only one that will ever have access to them because they will not show their face to nobody. They will not give their knowledge to anyone. They will not come out of their $1 million house for anyone.
Facts.
But what they will do is have a sit down with me because I've given them something of value, so they value me, so they will always give me information or just bring me up to speed on something that they feel that I should know.
Yep, and that's like I said, that's when you were sharing these gems. Like I said, I seen the notification, I heard what you said. I was like, yeah, bro, I gotta.
Because you don't come out, you don't even come out in the public. I'm telling y'all, guys, he do not come out.
I don't be in the public, bro. I just be staying solo now, and I was like, I got to drop on it and let the bro know what's going on. And I even did this with a couple of presentment that the IRS sent me. Like I'm gonna send you the receipt, bro. They sent me a notice one day. They're like, yeah, you owe us $5,000 in taxes. I literally sent them back a notice, and then I got a second notice saying, yeah, we owe you 42 grand in return. I'm like, okay, send me my credits then. I went from owing them to them owing me a refund.
Man, I love it.
It's just a matter of how, because I told you that you guys can Google this right now. It's called the right of discussion. The right of discussion says that the creditor's right to demand restitution first before they can ask for payment. So you already owe me first. And it's the same for the banks and the financial institution. I tender you something of value, just like I just explained, and I'm hoping our brothers and sisters catch that. They took my collateral assignment, okay? They sold it for face value. They never returned the true value to me. So how can you demand payment from me when you haven't paid me first? The right of discussion.
Yeah, I love it.
So you can't demand payment from me when you haven't paid me my true value. Tender me my true value first, and then we can inspect the record to see if you give me equal consideration before I have to tender you back consideration. Because if you didn't give me any valuable consideration, then still, like you said, it still is not balanced.
Exactly. Hey man, y'all could use this live and take care of a lot of y'all problems. I'm telling y'all that right now. I know there's enough on this live to help a lot of people with, like, y'all wouldn't even need a goddamn consultation. You would just have to look at this live and rewind it, go back and write that down. You could literally look at this live and take care of a lot of y'all problems. And so if you come here and you still need problems, then make sure you have some bread.
Yeah,
because you got all the answers. Like, it's so many answers in this live that all you got to do is just take the time and sit down, and then you have to have the courage to pick up the phone.
That's it.
The courage to pick up the phone, to call who you need to call, and to get and to do what and to say what you need to say, and to make the demands you need to make, and give a motherfucker 24 hours and let them know. Say, listen, hey, look, we get to keep this short.
Yep.
Say this is what you're gonna do, and if you don't do it, well, within 24 hours, this is what I'm gonna do, because I'm not motherfucking playing with you.
That's right.
And there you go.
That's right. Because the thing about it is also when people are making claims, they're not making claims tagging the right authority figures. The reason why I like to do it the way that I do it, and I tell people that, I like to get the regulators involved, because if I decide to step into their courts, guess what you think I'm gonna do? I'm subpoenaing everybody. I'm saying when I step in there, everybody I had an interaction with or conversation
Subpoena
with,
and testimony on
I'm subpoenaing
on the
everybody.
penalty of perjury.
Everybody, and you finna come into court, and you about to swear in on a penalty of perjury, and you about to give testimony of the truth. So unless you want to deal with me in front of a grand jury, you better act right. And that and it's not just me saying that, bro. This is the law. This is the law. You have to now come give account, lawful account before a jury. And when you go make your claims and cases, bro, always demand to have a jury present. Because the jury of your peers are going to hear testimony, and they're going to reason, they're going to see documentation and affidavits, and they're going to listen to what you're saying. And your goal is not even to address your goal is to address the jury.
That's it. Listen.
And once you connect the dots for them, game over. Because I'm literally saying that I gave you valuable consideration, and there was an exchange. Am I not a party to the transaction? So how can there be stuff that's hidden from me? That doesn't constitute transparency. If you and I went into business together, and we got a certain spending account as business partner, and I'm telling you, yeah, I'm gonna spend this much money, bro, but I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna look at me like, bro, what's wrong with you? Same thing that's going on over here. There is a transaction going on, but you're being hidden from it.
Listen, and the beautiful thing about this live, see, I'm using this live also as evidence. This live will be used as evidence to support everything that I'm doing, because I know they watch, like,
yeah,
they all up on my profile. I mean,
bro.
I got lawsuits against, I got judges in court, I got all kind of stuff going on, and so it's like, and so I love it, because like when they come to my profile, the only thing this live is going to do is put them in a corner. This live is so truthful. What we saying, we're so truthful, we're so factual, it's so clear that this live is an indictment. This live can be used as an indictment against all of them.
Bro, I'm telling you, these are literally exhibits, that their own documents are exhibits. If you read the laws, their own laws are exhibits. Like, for example, it said if you read the Fifth Amendment, it literally tells you no one should be held for any capital crime except presented of a grand jury. So when the state and the prosecutor charge somebody by way of information instead of by way of grand jury indictment, you just violated the Constitution. The Sixth Amendment, Clause 2. The laws, the Constitution and the laws of the United States made thereof is the supreme law of the land. So whatever statute that they create that is repugnant to what the Constitution states is a violation. People just not following their fee schedule on the records. Because if you're charging me by way of information, which is hearsay, and not by way of evidence being presented to a grand jury to indict me, then all of that is you've already committed a crime. But like we're saying, we the people are not confident, because here's the deal: when you don't fear death, there's nothing else to fear.
That part, I'm telling you, once you conquer the fear of death, you can now live.
When you don't fear death, there's nothing else to fear. I'm not saying go out and be belligerent. I'm just saying be honorable. Show up, be honorable. Like, you didn't see Christ. He wasn't belligerent. Even when he went before Pontius Pilate, he wasn't belligerent. He spoke his mind. So the thing about it, they try to install, I don't know nah, just read the information. And like I said, ask questions. All I did was got on a phone conversation, and I recorded. Oh boy, I told him, like, I was like, this call has been recorded in case it needs to be played before a jury.
Period.
So he would put on notice. So that means anything you say can and will be used against you in court. Even when I interact with these revenue collectors, I tell them the same thing. Anything you do and say will be used against you in a court of law. So I'm putting you on notice as well. The scale of justice to swing both ways. I'm not here to combat. Listen, I'm invoking my 4th, 5th, 6th Amendment rights. And I'm starting my right to remain silent. Do what you got to do. But I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I don't argue with them after that. I don't. If I don't answer questions, I ask questions. Do you have a warrant? Do you have an affidavit? Do you have 2 or 3 witnesses that can testify? Did you suspect me of crime? What is your RAS? What is your reasonable articulable suspicion? If you don't have it, what is your SAF? Your single articulable fact. The moment you start to speak their language, they're like, yeah, I don't think I want to F with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I start to put them on notice. I'm not going to argue with you. The moment I say, I accept my right to remain silent, listen, you do not have to tell me you're on arrest, okay? Or you're free to go. That's it. At that point, I ain't got nothing else to say to you. I ain't got nothing else to do. And the Supreme Court already ruled for a normal stop or whatever interaction, you got 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, my fee schedule's already on the record. After 20 minutes, I'm charging you $5K for every minute of my time. The Attorney General has my notice. The police chief has my notice. Everybody has my notice. The Supreme Court already ruled that for a normal stop, you have 20 minutes to conduct it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't extend the stop beyond that, anything after that. None.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to argue with you, give you reasonable. No, I don't have to help you with your investigation. Do what you got to do. You want to violate my rights? Go ahead. I pray your bond can withstand my claim. I pray your bond can withstand my claim, because I'm coming after you. Because again, when you act outside of your jurisdiction, you are personally liable to the person so injured. 18 United States, what? 241, 242. When you act outside of your jurisdiction that is not granted to you by the Constitution, you are so liable personally to the person so injured. It's not the taxpayer's dollar. It's you.
Yep.
And we gotta understand that to start coming after them personally, not through the corporation.
This live is so fire, guys.
Because without jurisdiction, you don't have discretion. If I'm not belligerent, if I'm not hurting my brothers or sisters within society, if I'm not doing anything wrong within the parameters, that doesn't give you authority over me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an RAS? No. Do you have an SAF? No. Then this stop, you only got 20 minutes. I don't need to have a conversation with you. We're not buddies. I need to go about my day. You need to go about your day. Now you got 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'm clocking you.
Period.
That's it. And it's not, I'm dead. No, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that energy. You do what you got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do.
Period.
The goal at the end of the day is to make it home, and I will see you in front of the jury.
Period.
That's it. I love law and everything, but law the right way.
Yep.
And if you're going to presume that you got, hey, do what you got to do. That's the energy I have. I always tell them straight up. Okay, I'm not consenting to anything, and anything that you do outside of my constitutional right will be held against you in a court of law. And from this point on, I'm asserting my 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment rights. This is why I'm telling you, bro. Again, you have to bait them on this. This is chess, not checkers. Do you have a valid warrant? No. Do you have 2 or 3 witnesses to testify against me that a crime has been committed? No. Right there, I have just invoked the 5th and the 6th Amendment and the 14th Amendment right. Because in order for there to be a crime, there has to be a victim. There has to be someone making an alleged claim. So you just told me that you don't have 2 or 3 witnesses to testify that there's a crime. So I'm already setting you up so you can hang yourself in front of a jury. Because the question is going to be, how did you gain probable cause when you didn't have no jurisdiction? But when you start going, Now you're giving them probable cause.
Mm-hmm.
Chess, not checkers.
Yep. Oh, yeah, y'all listen, man. Y'all better listen.
Chess,
Y'all,
not
y'all, y'all,
checkers.
y'all, y'all, y'all are getting a master class right now, and which, and he, it's like he's helping you all learn how to process and how to deliver and convey everything you need to convey to the opposing forces whenever they come to test you. And so like study this, and then just and have the faith and the courage to be assertive, to know that you're standing on your God-given authority. Like,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
here.
telling y'all, like I'm so thankful that you jumped. Listen, hey man, this right here, this live is the hottest live I done this year.
Nah, it's a blessing, bro. I appreciate
Mm-hmm.
this. I appreciate you sharing the gems as well. You know, and like I say, you know, I'll definitely hit you up. We'll chop some things off online because, like I said, there's some things that also can't be said here right now.
Yeah.
It just because, like, you know,
And I'm a hey.
some of the people may not be ready for it. They might try to take it and run with it and just like crash and burn.
Yeah, no,
Like I
I'm gonna
just
call you, bro. We're gonna talk. We're gonna be wrapping up on the phone soon, bro.
yeah,
Cause
like
I
I
got,
like
got a few things I need to do, but I'm gonna give you a call, bro.
like
But
I just show you, bro. Like it's all on the records, all in the accounting. Once you go take a look at it and you start to like read what they're saying to you, and you connect the dots, you be like, and then you start calling them out on it.
bro, like
They
just it's like just reading over that little your promissory note with you just now. It's like for my mind that moves instantaneously. Oh
I
my gosh, I
I
was
knew
like,
you caught that. That's why I wanted to show you that.
I was
I know you
like,
caught that.
I was like, you know what?
I know you
I
caught
said
that.
I'm going to dissect multiple cases that I got because it'd be so it's like when you deal with so many people, right? And then it's like for me, I had to dive into the blockchain.
Yeah,
You know,
I
so
know.
when you do that, I have to I have to walk away. I can't be digesting everything. It's like so I'm completely submerged
Yep.
into something, and then it's like come out, and then it's like you know, it only take me 5 minutes to remember stuff, but it's like but when you went, but see when I'm learning, like when I'm learning, I actually temporarily forget other things, meaning I put it somewhere compartmentalized
Yeah.
in my brain where it'll take me a minute to like remember everything I need, and then as soon as I start remembering, then everything just come back to me. But
Right.
I have to put things to the side when I'm focused on stuff, and so it's like you just woke up the other part of me that I haven't touched in a little bit, and now
Yep.
I'm a little excited to go. All like, oh, y'all just don't know.
That's
But
how
I'm
I
about
was like I gotta show this to you, and then I was like let me
to.
show him what's on the collateral assignment, and then I was like let me pull up the credit so you can actually see also that it was paid off because bro I didn't have to send them nothing. I literally I'm telling you I got the whole thing on recording. I literally I recorded the manager or the for the bank. I first question I asked him, I said, "Do you have my account in front of you?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Can you pull up my agreements?" Bro, I read through the entire agreements with him verbatim, and I broke it down for him. And this dude, like, at some point, this guy started to stutter. Like, this is the manager, bro. He started to stutter on the phone when I was having a conversation with him.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Listen, this live is gonna be a free live. I'm just gonna repost the live. It ain't like so y'all. You know, people talking about some pay for Zoom or something. It's a free live, guys. It's gonna the repost is gonna be free. It's like you know, listen. I want y'all to share this. The world needs to see this, to hear this live. But this is a free live. I'm definitely gonna download the live myself just to make sure I have a hard copy of this, cause it's like, shoot, this live right here is heavy. This is a heavy live. I mean, this what's in here is what people want. I'm like, you can't get it better than what y'all done got it in this live, you know. So go over this live, guys. Go over this live. Um,
That's it.
and that's what I tell y'all. Y'all better, y'all listen. Alhamdulillah, thank you. Say hallelujah. I'm very, 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 very thankful, thankful for your presence on this live, because it just sharpened everything in me, and
Likewise, bro.
and it's like, and I know that it's like it just fine tuned me. It's fine tuning me, and it's sparking everything, and it's like my homie literally 2 days ago. He just like, hey man, said something telling me that you're gonna need this buck. So I want, it's for accounting and double entry booking, and then it's just like, and then 2 days later, you know, we're talking about the collateral assignment, and then just everything that's in line with certain things that's been happening over the last 48 hours in my life, where I be knowing, I say, you know, okay, I see.
Yeah, bro. It's
Yeah.
like I said, it's truly eye opening when you start to apply yourself and you see certain things. Because even I was shocked when I caught on to it. Like I went back and I reread it. I'm like, wait, hold up, and I'm like, it's right there the whole time. And this is why folks need to study and study it and read it, and then really be able to digest it, because they'll also use that last statement that I read about you giving them irrevocable power of attorney. They will try to use that as a presumption. So you gotta,
Yeah,
and
they'll say, hey, you agreed to it, but
yeah. So you have,
so you got to know how to overcome that.
there you go,
That's
you have to
that
know
part,
how to,
and see a lot of people, they'll stop them right there, because they'll say, damn, I did.
yeah.
Like,
So you,
nope. Actually, sir, actually, I didn't agree,
no,
and I'm about to revoke right now, and this is what's about to happen.
yep.
So
So, the first question I asked him, and how I was able to get him out of that was, I was like, was the disclosure given to me prior or after? Bro, that's the thing. Like you're saying, these wise as serpent and harmless as dog. You want to always get them on a record, because you got to understand something. When somebody is operating in fraud, every other discussion or word is fraud.
yeah, everything.
So you just got to be conscious enough to catch them into the web of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first thing he's gonna say, well, yeah, it was given prior. Well, how was it given prior when I didn't review the document until after the application was submitted? So it can be given prior. It was given after. But the truth to lending say you must give that disclosure prior,
Mm-hmm.
not after. So
So
you
yeah,
got
so y'all know what that means, guys. What that means is everybody go online and apply for a card of credit. I'm just like, and then y'all get approved, and then say, hey, wait, what's this?
so like I said, you
No,
you
I'm
just
just saying.
you just gotta know where you just gotta know what you're talking about. And then
Yeah.
if you read the lingua, it says the undersigned. So that's also one thing I caught on. And when I read the bottom of the agreements, the only person that endorsed that was me.
Yeah.
And I didn't endorse it. They actually put my autograph in there.
Yeah.
So I can also, because I already have my autograph on the record, I can also come into court and rebut that and call them out for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because in order for me to agree to that, you have to be giving me full disclosure prior, not after.
Mm-hmm.
So because the fact that it was electronically endorsed, that also tells me that you're not the unassigned. I'm the unassigned. So if I'm the unassigned who's assigning this collateral, that means the exchange, because it say at the top for valuable consideration. So the exchange for valuable consideration should be coming directly to who? The unassigned,
Mm-hmm.
not you.
Yep.
And like you said, that's just how equity looks at it, because equity looks at the exchange, fair exchange. So
Yep.
if I'm the undersigned and I exchange something for consideration, well, where's my consideration?
Yep. Hey,
I'm, you know, I'm not. Oh, I'm not sure that I'm not a tax bit. No, I'm just using what the laws. What I'm literally being able to articulate their own documents, and that's how I'm able to navigate through the stuff and just get some of the answers I want. It's not me being belligerent. It's just me showing to them like, hey, I know what's going on, so you can't BS me. And I didn't talk to a regular representative. I talked directly to the manager.
Man, y'all hear that, folks?
That's literally how I handled it.
Just pick up the phone, and this is what I love doing this. Like I love having real conversations with everyone. Like with I don't have real conversations with FBI. I don't have real conversations with the Florida law FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement. It's like I done had real conversations with judges when I've been in court. Like when I say real conversations, I say, hey, wait. I express logic. I don't express statute. I don't even talk about a maximum equity. I say, wait. So let me paint this picture, because let's get this clear. So you're saying, you know, like for instance, in the bankruptcy case a long time ago, when I first learned of bankruptcy, and first, you know, challenging stuff, they would just they would the knowledge that I had then was limited, but this was the knowledge that I had, and it was concerning. The judge was like, it was about me receiving a loan from a creditor. So it's like I went to a car lot. They said, "Oh, we got your financer." Then they went and sent money. I signed whatever, got the truck, whatever, right? And so later ended up in bankruptcy court because we had at that time it was I went through a layoff or whatever, and so what I did know is that there was no evidence of the bank actually loaning me any credit, where it's going through my account and I'm channeling it back to the people that they say I'm buying this truck from. And so the argument that I had that was sufficient was they was like they came in there and they said, Your Honor, the attorney that's representing the CGI Financial, they was like, well, right here it shows where he signed this, and then we sent them 14,000 or whatever they sent them, and then he drove off with the truck, and so he owes us because you know he has the truck. So then the judge was like, the judge said, he said, so, did you? He said, okay, have they? He said, I'm looking at the paperwork here, and it does indeed show that CGI Financial transferred this credit, whatever the credit was, transferred this amount to this account. He said, and then they gave you the keys to this truck. He said, do you still have the truck? I said, yes. He said, have they tried to take the truck? I said, no. He said, okay. So if he said, so if they sent the credit to their account and you have the truck and they haven't tried to take the truck, he said, can you explain to me why you shouldn't pay them back? I said, I hear. I said, okay. I said, I see. I said, let me tell you what I hear. This is exactly how I responded to the judge. Because for one, he was litigating for the for the attorneys, which I already knew that, but which he can't do. But I said, let me tell you what I hear. I said, let's say, for instance, I said, we in Jacksonville, Florida. I said, so let's say I go downtown Jacksonville, Florida, right? I said, let's say I start selling goods and services, and I start selling things. I say, but in the process of doing so, whatever, I was committing fraud and wasn't following like the commercial code, the uniform commercial code. I say, when they land, this is subject to the uniform commercial code. I say there is no evidence that there was ever any money. Because when you say you lend me money, if you giving me something, I should have evidence in my account somewhere where I received it and then I dispersed it. I say, so regardless of what you're saying, I'm saying there's still rules. And if they don't follow the rules, that's fraud. I say, so are you? I said, Judge. I said, so if I was caught doing fraud, I would go to jail. I said, so are you telling me why not let them get away with fraud? Is that what you're telling me, Your Honor? On everything I love, the judge put his head down. He looked at the attorney, and then he said, all right, I'm gonna grant him his evidentiary hearing. He granted me my evidentiary hearing because that's what it was for. But it's like, it's the simple logic, because it's like they'll try to trap you.
Of course.
Because the average person gonna think, well, yeah, I guess I did get the truck. I guess, man, fuck all that. Where you gave me the money at? Show me, because I'm the crazy person that's gonna say, show me where you gave me the money. I'm sorry. Don't hate the player, hate the game, sir. Do not hate the player, hate the game.
Yep.
Show me where you gave me the money.
Yep.
That's all. I mean, unless you want me to let him get away with fraud, Your Honor, because this is a court of record. So just let me know if you want me to let him get away with fraud, and we can let him get away with fraud.
Yep. Or
he didn't say, "Oh, that's," and he didn't say that. He didn't say. No one said an objection. No one said anything. It was pure logic, and they know that I was telling the truth.
Or just say, Your Honor, I stand ready to fully return the automobile in exchange for my collateral.
That part, see that part right there. At that time, I didn't know that part. That was like, I was 20.
If you hit them with that.
Yeah, that was 2000. And that case, I had that case in 2000. That was like 2017.
Your Honor, I stand ready to return the automobile in exchange for my property, the collateral that was presented during the transaction.
Yep.
They can't present it because it's already gone, and they already got the money, and they've already securitized it. So are you going to give me $100 million, or are you going to give me a $40,000 truck? Which one you want? It's chess, bro. It's chess, bro. Because equity demands equal exchange. I give you something, you give me something.
Yep.
You want the truck back? I want my note back.
That part, and they can't do that.
Can't give it back to you.
They
so once you understand and you catch on to it, and you just say, because over there I'm not saying, oh, I'm not being belligerent. I stand willing and ready to return the automobile if they can present back my property. And you and I both know it ain't no financial institution that's gonna give you back your collateral. They already took it. They already took it. So they're like,
they already hula hooping it.
They're gonna be scratching their head like, yeah, I think we're gonna make a couple of million stuff for this. We'll just let them keep the truck.
That part.
So and even when they try to play you and still act like you don't know, and this is something that I learned from my own experience and trouble, like during my early days. The goal is to not get caught up in the emotional part. The goal is to understand what they're saying and have a consciousness and ready to respond to them with logic. Because even when he asked you that question, like I said, if you hit him with that and be like, yeah, I like to see the collateral and the full accounting because that was my property. The attorney would probably be like, Your Honor, let's dismiss. Like he literally said, because
100%. That was in the 100%.
Just giving back what's mine, which is no. And then if they don't give you back what's yours, man, you bring them suckers in the equity, bro. You're gonna have an equity judge just saying, listen, give him back the collateral and then pay him back whatever interest you made from that, because the collateral was a product of the interest. See, because you have to use the collateral to earn interest, and the collateral belongs to someone because he who creates control. That paper wasn't anything until I put my private information on it. So if it's mine, equity sees the substance and the value. So if you provided the value and the substance that was used to securitize
the whole transaction,
that all belongs to you, because unless they can give you equal valuable consideration for that. And I tell you, bro, they ain't gonna give you anything worth $100 million. So 9 times out of 10, they'd rather just let you keep the property, the homes, the car, because once you start going down that line and you're asking these questions, you're now ruffling feathers. We're now looking at possible tax evasions and things like that, and not report because I can literally show you where their company who were filing information return. Like I had companies, like I said, that's why I was telling you. I was like, you can literally contact the SSA administration and you can request transcript of everyone that's filed information in your name. I can literally go to my IRS account and see everybody that's filed information return in my name. And I had to go back and correct some of it and be like, yo, I'm not an employee of them. I literally contact the IRS, but they all file information return on us. And they report these things that we don't know about. A lot of people just don't know to go check these things. But I had to get comfortable. Like as boring, like you said, as boring as it sounds, I had to get comfortable with sitting down and just reading through documents.
Yep.
I was able to like just like connect the dot and catch a lot of things, and I was like, I gotta read. Like if I'm dealing with the courts, I need to know their procedures, how they move. That if I'm dealing with the cop, what they supposed to do, what within their frameworks and things like that. Okay, how am I supposed to conduct myself? I can let feelings and emotion take over logic. Just things to try to get yourself in court because at the end of the day, they're always operating on presumption because the public also wasn't educated, and even the officers, a lot of them, some of the veterans know, but some of the new guys, they're not really trained in law. They're trained in corporate policies and procedures. So my goal is not to be belligerent with them. My goal is to try to make it from their home, and then I can see them in court.
Mm-hmm.
So when I have this interaction with them, or if I have this interaction with them, I try to just put on a record because everything is recorded. If they don't have a record on, I have the right to record them in the course of their duty. So
Yeah.
even if they have the record on, I always try to make sure I have a record of my interaction with them. So that can also be played before a jury as an exhibit.
Exactly.
So when you start to learn from these things as you involve and look at stuff, like even when I get a presentment, like, oh, you owe us this, or somebody's suing me. Okay, yeah, I stand ready to perform. If for proof of claim, you provide boom, 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 and then I also ask the clerk of the court. This is how you catch them. You have to give notice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First thing I do is I serve them my fee schedule. And then I send them interrogatories to the clerk. Is this a constitutional court? So I'm making a presentment before I go there. Okay. This notice is not to submit to any jurisdiction, but it is to have these questions answered to afford me the correct information to form a proper response. Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, Rule 6. You can read that because if you don't have certain elements, because talk about the elements of who has the right to sue and be sued. Well, if an attorney is bringing a claim on behalf of a corporation, well, who gives authority on behalf of the corporation? The board of directors. So I need a proof of authority from the board of directors giving you authority to bring forth this suit, because only the board of directors can give authority.
Mm-hmm.
Got to catch it, bro.
Man,
I've had attorney dismiss lawsuit like that because the board of directors they're the one that make decisions on behalf of the corporation. So they have to have an assignment granting you authority to bring forth the claim. If not, you can't bring forth the claim because your accusation, if you read the summons, it's always said allege.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not sworn on a penalty of perjury, it's not valid. That's a violation of due process.
Yeah.
Bro, you got to catch them on
Bro,
the
I
spot.
love it.
And then you have to also ask the clerk of the court. I'm invoking my Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendment rights, not waiving none. Will this court afford me the ability to face my accuser pursuant to the Sixth Amendment of the Constitution? And these are questions you have to ask the clerk of the court and demand that she respond to you within a timely manner so you can form a proper response to the summons. And if they can't respond to that, you already beat the case right there. Before you beat the case right off your questions.
Yep.
Because if the Constitution said you're afforded ABC, they can't bring you into arbitrary jurisdiction. You come into arbitrary jurisdiction from your paperwork, but you got to catch it before you even get in there. So you ask these questions on the records and say, this is a form of notice. And if these constitutional rights are violated, here are the fee schedule. You serve it on them. And if I make this appearance, I'm only going to be making this appearance on a threat, duress, and coercion. You've already put that on the record. So when you appealed it, you got them. Because to not to be denied constitutional right, it's not left to the discretion of any government body or public servants. They must follow the Constitution. It's not a discretion. So you can't bring me into an arbitrary jurisdiction and then I'll have the right to face my accuser. That's a violation of due process.
Yep. Man, I love it.
So and these are just way to move certain ways, because the moment when we get a summons, the first thing we start doing is we start trying to respond to the summons. Now, let's make sure the elements have been met first. Let's make sure there's a verifiable claim. Let's make sure it's sworn on the penalty of perjury. Because I can't just walk into court and say anything on the record, right? No, that'll be me doing fraud upon the court. So, according to attorney's ethical code of conduct, they must follow the same procedure. They must swear on a penalty of perjury.
Guys, if y'all don't take this live, and then y'all, it's like some of y'all need to download this, because I think everybody should be able to download this live, but y'all could download this live and then put it through AI to get the transcript. You want to get a transcript, and then I'm gonna teach y'all how to. I'm about to teach y'all how to leverage technology.
But
so when I post this live,
yeah,
you'll be able to download it.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop something before I get off here, but
yeah.
And then the clerk is the one that does all the entries on the dockets and the minutes and different things, right? Before it goes in the court. So when you give in notice, you have to notice the clerk as well. You it's good to file things on the record, but you have to CC and attention the clerk. And make sure you ask these questions, because remember, these are records they're putting in, and these are also accounting records. But you want to make sure that the elements have been met, and you have the right at any time to challenge jurisdiction. And challenging jurisdiction doesn't just deal with you coming and be like, oh yeah, I'm challenging the name. I'm not the name. No. Challenging the jurisdiction is also a form of asking the questions I just told you to ask. The question that I just asked is, are you going to be afforded full constitutional due process? And they must answer that, because the Constitution didn't leave that at their discretion. If I'm not provided the right to face my accuser, you just violated my Sixth Amendment rights. That's an automatic reason for an appeal, because now I already have the record filed with you and it's on the docket and you didn't produce it. So now I also have the right to open a judicial review in that, because I gave you notice before coming to your place of business, and I'm only here on a threat, duress, and coercion. So I'm here arbitrarily against my will.
Yeah.
So if you caught that, you automatically know the DA, everybody is in trouble.
100%.
Because unless you have jurisdiction and you have obtained jurisdiction by fulfilling all of the elements, we can't proceed.
Yep.
We can't, because how are you going to proceed when you're not following constitutional provisions? That means you're operating unlawfully. And if the Constitution is the supreme law of the land, everybody that's involved is getting that federal lawsuit.
That part.
Because you just deny me due process, and the moment there's any ounce of due process violation, it's an automatic dismissal on merit.
Yeah.
Automatic. But you have to set yourself up with the paperwork, with the record before you go in. Because once you go in and you try to have these conversations, they're gonna try to ignore you. But once you got a record, yeah, those become exhibits. And trust me, Brian, they can't play you, because now it makes the people personally liable to you for any damages they cause you. And that's the difference between acting in your official capacity and acting outside of your official capacity. Because within your official capacity, you have a public obligation to the public. And if you don't perform that public obligation and you act outside of that, see, the law doesn't protect you. So now you're responsible to me personally.
Yep.
Because I already put you on notice. I have the right to have these constitutional protection, and you have the right to make sure that these are protected. It's a trust relationship. So
Mhm.
even if I receive I don't care if it's a traffic ticket, I'm responding, asking these questions,
Yeah.
and you have to provide them to me, the nature of the cause. Would there be a victim from the phase, or would there be is this a Article 3 court? The reason why you're asking these questions is because you're establishing the records, and you have to make it known to them that you're only making a visit on a threat, duress, and coercion, absent of them providing you answer. Why? Because we're literally in a military occupation. You're making that the visit because of fear of your life. So that's arbitrary against your will. You're not willingly just going in there. So
Yeah.
you're establishing that on the record first.
Yeah.
So then anything after that is completely void,
Yeah.
because they have to put on. Well, when you appeal it to the higher courts, well, he sent in a notice. How come you didn't address the notice? Even if I go in there, I'm asking questions. Is it this court's decision, or is it the
Peace and love.